Hi guys, in this video I'll be showcasing the Skedsy onboarding process. Skedsy is an instant group video meeting scheduler where you can set your availability, share your link anywhere, and your customers will be able to book you instantly. You'll input your email here. You will be receiving a verification code just to verify that you own that email. Everybody has to go through this. So we're going to be creating a profile for a gym that offers group classes, video online group classes. You make sure that that picture is square. I'll select the logo. So there are two types of logos here. You will see this one will be shown on top of the calendar. And this one will be shown right here on this little, the Skedsy star. This is the favicon. So you will have kind of like your own website type. And also if you do a PWA in your phone, you will also see that logo like an app. If you do add to home screen, I will be showcasing that feature in another video. So yeah, stick around. Let's make sure that I don't see any black lines anywhere, and I think right there. Perfect. And now we're going to be adding the schedules. All right, I'm going to design the week, and now we're going to be adding the description of whatever is offered in those times. I already have something set up here really quick. So let's just add that same schedule to all these days. However, the pitches will be different per day, and you will see how the pitches will be looking after we are done. There we have it. Now we have our week is designed. Let's go ahead and add another schedule for Saturday, specific for Saturday. Let's do a lot of intro events just for one person where the survey is not required, and we start maybe at 5. So the intro events can be considered like calls. So the person, the prospect will call you, and then you'll have the opportunity to explain to the prospect how you may be of service. So it's basically just a call. Let's just do 1 hour, and then we start the sessions, paid sessions. Let's do virtual and on-site paid event for 20 people. And this is gonna be 1 hour required. Let's just do 2. I'm gonna come over here, and then the schedule 1 is assigned to Saturday, so we have to select it and unselect Saturday, then select schedule 2 and add it to Saturday, and then we will add it. There you go. Now we have the pitch 6, the schedule 2 on Saturday. So we come over here and review. Let's check that everything looks good. You will see now that the schedules here are different. I'm just going to go ahead and continue. So this is the text that you want to display in the in the booking review modal. When the booking is already done, I didn't put the ability, I'm not giving the guest the ability to cancel, because that will be completely out of your control. It'll break your structuring of your time. So the only party that cancels is the host. It is not the guest. However, you can give the guest the opportunity to contact you either via DMs or via email. So let's go ahead and select those two. So these are the booking limits. So what this establishes is the limit that you are giving a single guest. It is basically how many times a guest can book you in a certain time. All right. So what this means is, for example, one paid session, it is unlikely that you're going to have the same guest twice in a single day. So then you might figure out week and month. So intro session, you don't want to be speaking to a prospect multiple times a month. It's basically, an intro session is basically a moment where you convince your prospect to become a client. So you don't want that person to be booking 2 or 3 times a week just to chat with you. So in this area, you will establish the limits, and you will have your calendar under control. I will be showcasing the calendar controls in another video. So this is the time you will give the guest to book with you. Before that time slot disappears. So if you do 120 minutes, what that means is that the time slots will disappear 2 hours before they start. If you do 15 minutes, what that means is that the time slot will disappear 15 minutes after it starts. So let's just leave it at 15 minutes. This is how long your calendar is going to be looking. If you do 1 week, you'll only see 1 week in the calendar. If you do 15 weeks, you'll see a little bit over a month. A little bit over 3 months. Let's just leave it at 15. Blackout period. If you have upcoming vacation time, you're going to come over here. Say, for example, December 3 to December 8. We activate it. You will see it later when the calendar is ready. You will see it. Block specific dates is pretty self-explanatory. It just basically blocks the day. Since the time that you designed are weeks that repeat, that schedule that we just designed repeats every week. So these measures, these limits are very important to learn how to use. So here we will build the intake form. And now we continue hooking up the Google account. It is important, not important, it's actually required to use Skedsy. You need to connect your Google account to Skedsy for it to work. So let's go ahead and select Team at Skedsy. You are going to be seeing a lot of checkboxes, just check them all. It's already Google approved. Over here, we're going to be creating a calendar that would be, that would have the name of your business, of your company, of your DBA, of your entity. And it is important because when you book, when the guest books, they will receive an invitation from you with that name, right? So we do Iron Pulse. So this name is going to be appearing in the calendar invitations, in the email, to the guest. So that's one thing. And another thing, you don't want your primary email address, you don't want your primary calendar to be cluttered with bookings, with Skedsy bookings. So Iron Pulse Gym, I'm gonna go ahead and add. So you have to click on it to connect. And now here you select the capacities. You select if you want an intake form. You decide if you would like to increase the capacity immediately. So basically it starts, without the intake form, it starts at $15.99. If this is just 100 bookings. If you cross the 100 bookings, then you would have to select the 500. 2,000 will be a very busy gym that accepts 20, 25 people per class and does 7 classes per day. Those numbers will be reached very, very fast. So let's just go ahead and start with the basic stuff, and with the intake form, that will take us to $23.98. This is the calendar that we have just created, all right? That is the bio display. And these are the times that we've created. Saturday is different, as you can see in the icons here. So we're gonna go ahead and log in into another account. So we got Sienna visiting Iron Pulse Gym. Sienna is a guest. And now she is going to be seeing, let's make this 2 windows. You've got Sienna. To the left is a guest. To the right, we have Nicole, which is the owner of that calendar. And Sienna is going to be booking this purpley time slot. I will be explaining that in another video. That is called cross-calendar conflict detection. I was working with that other account in another video. So let's just go ahead and select November 28 to avoid confusion. All right. This is Nicole seeing her own calendar, which is Iron Pulse Gym. And this is Sienna, which is a guest. And she is about to book with Nicole. So let's go ahead and book 8 a.m. And obviously she's going to be stopped by the intake form. She has to fill in the intake form in order to book. And that depends on what you put in your time slots when you created the calendar. And there you have it. Perfect. All right. You will be seeing that intake form like so in your email. Guest name, Sienna Vale, form answers. And you can also see the answers of that intake form in your menu. Client forms, submissions, and here she is with the answers that she has provided. You can go ahead and like, so you could save that user. And now we're ready to book over here. November 28th, 8 a.m. So it's a slider because it's designed primarily for the phone. I have designed this whole calendar, this whole system. I've designed it thinking about you being able to create a very complex booking calendar through your phone and through a very small phone too. All right, don't think that you need an iPad or anything. I actually designed this using the iPhone SE template, which is tiny. So as soon as you create your booking, as soon as you book with that person, you can tap on that time slot again and you will see your Google Meet link right there. And when the time comes, you just click on here and Nicole will be ready, logged in with the email that she used to connect her Google account to Skedsy. That's important. You have to make sure that you're connected with that email, with that Gmail, because if you're not connected with that Gmail, you can't host. And there she is. I'm gonna add a little something extra just to show you that it is instant group video sessions. So let's go ahead and book with another person. Iron Pulse. He's gonna go visit this calendar. He's gonna come over here and he also has to fill in the intake form. Obviously it is mandatory. And you submit. Now this is ready. So like I said, the slider is because I was designing this for mobile. And now Nicole has 2 guests in that same time slot. You come over here and this is KICBHJQ. Okay. Now let's go ahead and verify. I'm gonna click on Sienna's link. KICBHJQ. So that link is good. Whatever. KICBHJQ. It is the same Google Meet link for absolutely everyone that books that time slot. So you're set. I will be showcasing other super cool features of Skedsy in other videos, so stick around and follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And I hope you enjoyed this video. See you later.